home of the 21st century. What will it be like? How will we choose to live in the next 34 years? We might fill our with furniture like this. Our beds, tables, and chairs all made of paper. Our home may be lighted by electricity from fuel cells and the wood and leather of stick. Our favorite easy chair might be inflatable, like a huge balloon. The kitchen of tomorrow could look more like a laboratory than a place to bake a cake. Advanced technology already has begun to find a place in the home. With new developments in food preservation, a meal might be stored for years and then cooked in seconds under a barrage of high-energy radio waves. Robots may help us with our housework. It's all possible in the home of the 21st century. No one knows where the search for the home of 2001 will ultimately end. We do know some of today's possibilities, like these luminescent panels. Let's push our imaginations ahead and visit the home of the 21st century. This could be someone's second home, hundreds of miles away from the nearest city. It consists of a cluster of prefabricated modules. This home is as self-sufficient as a space capsule. It recirculates its own water supply and draws all of its electricity from its own fuel cells. As we approach, it could be observed by an automatic closed-circuit television system which would notify our hosts. Once inside, we might find ourselves in a glass enclosure where the lint and dirt we've accumulated during our trip is removed electrostatically. Now we step into the living room. What will the home of the 21st century look like inside? Well, I'm sitting in the living room of a mock-up of the home of the future, conceived by Philco Ford and designed by Paul McCobb. This is where the family of the 21st century would entertain guests. This room has just about everything one would want. A big, some might say too big, full-color 3D television screen, a stereo sound system that could fill the room with music, and comfortable furniture for relaxed conversation. Now, in the 21st century, you might bring your favorite chair along with you when you go for a visit. To do this, you wouldn't need a small trailer, just a little bag like this. Now, there's a full-size chair in here, a chair that blows up like a balloon. Here's the way it looks after it's been fully inflated. When a guest arrives, he just pulls out his inflatable chair, a small pressurized air capsule would inflate it, and it would be ready for use. At the end of the evening, he'd just pull out the plug and put the deflated chair back into his little bag. Sounds preposterous, but some people are convinced it will happen. And here's another piece of furniture that might be found in the living room of the 21st century home. When you're finished, a little children's chair, just throw it away. It's made out of paper. In the 21st century living room, there's no reason we can't have something old and familiar in it to remind us that both the present and the future are really merely extensions of the past. Even before that chair was made, technology had begun to change our way of living. Technology is opening a new world of leisure time. One government report projects that by the year 2000, the United States will have a 30-hour work week and month-long vacations as the rule. A lot of this new free time will be spent at home, and this console controls a full array of equipment to inform, instruct, and entertain the family of the future. The possibilities for the evening's program are called up on this screen. We could watch a football game, or a movie shown in full color on our big 3D television screen. The sound would come from these globe-like speakers. Or with a push of a button, we could momentarily escape from our 21st century lives and fill the room with stereophonic music from another age.
in this home of the future has been designed for comfort. Today's air conditioners, for instance, are only the beginning. The home of the 21st century might have a completely controlled environment. For example, those wall panels can change themselves to darken a room or let in more light. They're controlled by this switchboard. Now, this is where the family of the 21st century would relax. Over here is where work would be done. Now, this is where a man might spend most of his time in the home of the 21st century. This equipment here will allow him to carry on normal business activities without ever going to an office away from home. This console provides a summary of news relayed by satellite from all over the world. Now, to get a newspaper copy for permanent reference, I just turn this button, and out it comes. When I've finished catching up on the news, I might check the latest weather. This same screen can give me the latest report on the stocks I might own. A telephone is this instrument here, a mock-up of a possible future telephone. This would be the mouthpiece. Now, if I want to see the people I'm talking with, I just turn the button and there they are. Over here, as I work on this screen, I can keep in touch with other rooms of the house through a closed-circuit television system. With equipment like this in the home of the future, we may not have to go to work. The work would come to us. In the 21st century, it may be that no home will be complete without a computerized communications console.
Can we find a compromise between our increasingly urban way of living and the pride and privacy of the individual home? These children will raise the families of the 21st century. They will live in homes with all the gadgetry of a new age: 3D television, automated cooking, and robot housemaids. But machines don't make a home. People do. A home, as Winston Churchill once observed, is more than just a living unit. It will take decisions that go beyond technology, decisions about the quality of the life we want to lead, to answer the question, how will we live in the 21st century?
You're watching Sleepcore. Pleasant dreams.
Hi there. My name is Mr. Future, and I'd like to speak to you for a few moments about the future, or to be specific, future lifestyles. I know you're all extremely eager to see the energy-efficient trends in future living, but first, let's take a look at the inefficient trends of the recent past. Wasn't that nice? You know, you people do a lot of speculating about the future. Some of you see it as a rosy time for the new generation, while others envision a darker fate for your offspring. In fact, some of your most distinguished scientists have pondered what tomorrow holds in store. Increased intelligence, cloning, nuclear families, new forms of transportation, and even new kinds of housing. You know, you look like the right kind of people. I like your faces. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you, and only you, a rare glimpse of the future. You must see how efficient life in the future can be. So let me ask you a few questions. Are you tired of commuting to work, long hours at the office, and arguing with your boss? I have just the thing. Personal computers. Personal computers give you fingertip access to information anytime, anywhere. So why go to work when you can stay at home? Computers can be used creatively as well. And in the classroom. Electronic technology will change not only the workplace, but the face of home entertainment as well. Television, a medium initially embraced by millions, and finally embraced by only a few, is destined for a turnaround. With the use of holography, television will invite more audience participation. hope you enjoyed your visit to the future, because now you're 7 minutes closer to being here. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart, and when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
You're watching Sleepcore, media for insomnia.
New towels and linens, too. And that's why your kitchen has a combination clothes washer and dryer that can do your prettiest and filmiest party dresses no matter how dirty you get them. But what you like to do best is when you push all the buttons real fast and everything goes back where it was, and nobody would know that you've been there looking at everything and imagining it's your kitchen in your home someday, maybe. A few thousand tomorrow is farther into your future. You know, there's something you've noticed about grown-ups. They're so often tired and tense somehow. And when your parents get that way, you're pretty glad they have a place to go and rest and relax. They call it their relaxation center. It has lots of real fun things. There's a closet you can see into to clean suits and dresses just as clean and wrinkle-free as new. There's a shower with an air curtain and a steam bath. And a tub with a water circulator. That's very relaxing and healthy too, your father says. And when you're older, you want to have a vanity just like Mother's, with lights and mirrors and even a hot air supply that can dry your hair, or run a nail polisher or toothbrush, or Daddy's automatic shaver. And there's a comfort lounge, just the best place for you or Mother to read, or get a suntan, or watch television. That's also where grown-ups sometimes take a nap, covered by a blanket that's either warm or cool, as you wish. Of course, you almost never nap in the day. You're too old for that. But it's fun to lie there daydreaming, imagining that you're grown up. Just imagine.
Visiona ist eine Möglichkeit für mobileres Wohnen, eine Herausforderung, ein realisiertes Denkmodell. Im gemieteten Raum richtet sich der Bewohner ein. Er baut sich seine Wohnung mit den Artikeln, die er auf dem Markt findet. Nach diesem Muster, das sich Visiona nennt, könnte der Mieter dereinst vollständig integrierte Aggregate kaufen, wie Badezelle, Schlafeinheit, Unterhaltungscenter und Kücheneinheit, alle in verschiedenen Ausführungen, größere und kleinere, mehr oder weniger luxuriöse. In der vollautomatisierten Küchenzelle sind sämtliche Küchengeräte von einem Schaltpult aus bedienbar. Zahlreiche Schaltuhren, Summer und Blinker sollen die Überwachung der Vorgänge ermöglichen, selbst wenn sich die Hausfrau außerhalb der Küche befindet.
Ja, was ist jetzt da anders?
Ja, da hat jetzt eben einer versucht auszubrechen aus diesem System.
Der Joe Colombo, der hat sich überlegt, er will aus dem Essplatz und der Küche ein einziges Möbel machen.
Ja, und wem ist denn das Möbel?
Ja, das gehört dem Mieter. Wenn er eine Wohnung mietet, dann schiebt er das in den Rohbau rein.
Ja, man könnte sich auch vorstellen, dass es dem Hausbesitzer gehört. Und dann müsste der Mieter nur noch mit der Koffer zügeln.
Auch die Visiona möchte als Möglichkeit, als Denkmodell in Frage gestellt werden.
In dem Kasten hat es ja keinen Platz. Was machen wir da?
Ja, das ist das gleiche Problem wie in der Küche. Was macht man, wenn man einen neuen Eiskasten braucht? Oder eine größere Abwaschmaschine?
Ja, dann verkauft man es halt und kauft ein grösseres Modell. Beim Auto tut man schliesslich den Kofferraum auch nicht anbauen oder mehr Plätze einbauen.
Oder man wirft den ganzen Block weg. Er ist ja schließlich aus Kunststoff.
You're watching Sleepcore. Sleep tight.
The Monsanto House of the Future stands in Tomorrowland. An exciting, dramatic exterior. But would people really be interested in it? Here's just a part of the answer. 5,000 to 10,000 people a day who wanted to get an idea of what a home in the future might be.
Would I like it? What a dream. Imagine how wonderful it would be to live in a house like this. Just imagine. I'd be getting dinner in this kitchen.
And what a kitchen. If you want more light, press a button. Any intensity of light through polarized plastic ceiling panels. Soft light, shadowless light. A dishwasher, of course. But this one, unlike any other. Washing is by ultrasonic waves. And the dishwasher is also the storage place for dishes. Plastic dishes, of course. Yes, living here could be fun, even to setting the table. What's happening here? In an ordinary house, we'd be talking about the refrigerator and freezer. But in this house of the future, we call them cold zones. 3 of them, each lowered to handy position at the touch of a button. 1 zone for regular refrigeration, 1 for frozen, and 1 for irradiated foods. Design and science combined for the utmost in convenience and food preservation. Storage shelves, too, are of plastic and are lowered electrically from the overhead cabinets. A place for everything and at your fingertips. Yes, this kitchen almost gets dinner itself, but that wouldn't really be fun. The fun is making the most of the ultimate in kitchen convenience and efficiency. A dream of the future brought to reality by Monsanto. How do we cook? The range is different, too. A microwave range that rises out of the counter. Various foods can be cooked here at the same time, and yet everything done just right at amazing speed. And while we're on the subject of the very unusual, here's a complete climate control operated by this panel in the kitchen. Heat, air conditioning, ventilation, and even the scent of roses or salty sea air can be directed individually to every room. Unusual, too, are the floors of vinyl plastic with a plastic foam underlay that clean in a jiffy, tough yet beautiful. Is everything of plastic? Almost. Dishes, cups, countertops, walls, floors, ceiling, tabletops, shelves, and cabinets. Plastics in all their colorful, functional, and beautiful versatility have transformed a work area, have stepped it years ahead. No need to guess whose room this is. That's right, for the young man of the house. Here's the answer to the continuous activity of the younger set. Tough, durable materials, easily washable. Floors, walls, shelving, and furniture, plastic, in combination with plywood, fiberglass, and other materials. Even the fabrics on furniture are of man-made fibers. And for the young lady of the house, just look around. Here's a vanity which even seems fantastic for a dream of the future. A laboratory at one end, melamine surface, and a telephone system which challenges the imagination. Push buttons instead of dial, and no handset to disturb my lady's dressing. Just talk and listen. For the relaxation, a living room that is part of the character of everything we have seen. A feeling of space, of smooth, restful areas for living and resting. With your favorite stereophonic recordings on built-in high-fidelity equipment. The bathroom for the youngsters is also futuristic. A laboratory that adjusts to height. No stretching or bending. For the grown-ups, another bathroom completely molded in two pieces with features that seem pure fantasy. Built-in electric razor and electric toothbrush. And here is something we'd all like to have. The same push-button phone we saw on the dressing table, but with the added attraction of a closed-circuit television receiver. The picture on the screen? Oh, that's of whoever is standing at your front door. You see him, but he doesn't see you. And you can give him any message you want over the two-way communication system. Adjustable, shadowless ceiling lighting, of course, with panel-lesson panels for night light. The bathroom of the future in the house of the future. The versatility of plastics comes sharply to the front in the master bedroom. Fabrics and furniture of materials unheard of a short time ago. Practical but comfortable. Serviceable yet beautiful. One last look through the thermopane windows with decorative plastic laminated safety glass. Functional, beautiful. Another dream of the future in the house of tomorrow.
Oh, it would be wonderful. Or maybe, someday.
Yes, this whole thing, the house itself, the furnishings in it, offer a challenging new experience to stimulate your imagination toward newer and better ways of building, furnishing, and using our living space. An idea of what can happen when you take the rats, an idea of some of the elements that undoubtedly you will find when it comes your turn to build your house of the future.